And then there was Quadrophenia,
Yeah.
which was a legendary film.
A legendary film, bloody legendary way of getting the job. I was on Corners Green and I heard about Quadrophenia casting. Frank Rodham, after I reached out to do an audition, Frank Rodham asked me to get Johnny Rotten through a film test. So I worked very briefly with Johnny Rotten to do 2 scenes with him. He was staggeringly good. He knew his lines. He turned up at the right time. We did the screen test at Shepperton. He took my breath away. That man is a natural actor. We did the screen test. I heard nothing again. And I actually turned up at Frank's office, which is where we shot Corners Green, Lee Electrics in Wembley. I stood outside the window and I said, Frank, what's going on? Give me a job. And he called me in and he said, Lydon was phenomenal, but no one would insure the film with him in it. And therefore, and I was auditioning for the main female part. And Frank Rodham said, that's not for you, even though Roger Daltrey says you're the spitting image of his late sister. And I said, okay, give me a job. And I just kept turning up at Lee Electrics, knowing he hadn't cast the character of Monkey. And I'd stand outside his window just going, give me a job. And eventually he called me in and he said, okay, if you can do the party scene with Phil Daniels, the job's yours. I think, I beat him into submission, but also he couldn't find that character. Well, what he didn't know is I'd already worked with Phil Daniels. Phil, brother and sister, we trust each other. The bond was there. So I did the party scene with Phil and I got the part, but I think it was really reluctant on Frank Rodham's, kind of side. I think he fought it all the way.
On the other hand, you were determined again.
Oh, God, well, I still am. I am really, I am Miss Pushy. I've been turned down by the whole world. I've made contact with everyone in this world. It's like, oh God, it's Toyah Wilcox again. Hide.
So to move on to your music career in terms of a record label, you did a showcase and you got offered a deal by Safari Records.
Yeah, but it wasn't that easy. Everyone in the world was signed except me. Everyone was signed and I was an unsigned artist. Yet I was opening at the Lyceum for Adam the Ants, for Psychedelic Furs, for Dexys. I was unsigned. And here I was in this big up and coming movie with Sting, who was ascending into the stratosphere. And it was driving me mad. And we got a showcase with Safari. And I was shooting riot sequences for Quadrophenia in Brighton and I had to come up to Waterloo, do the showcase at lunchtime for Safari with Joel Bogan and the band. And we got the contract there and then, which meant I could go back to Brighton and say to Sting, I've been signed. And I've never seen anyone more happy for me than Sting on that day, because he's a really, really generous soul. And that was it. That was the beginning of the relationship with Safari. But it took what felt like an eternity to get there.